Lander, Carolyn Bean, Cheryl Hartman, Heidi West, Jackson Lee, Mel Fisher, and M. Katz. And in 206, we have Commissioner Vero and Strohmeyer, Allison France, Annie Caffey, Chris Lounsbury, Vinnie Pavlish, Layla Leonard, Sam Scott, Kaylee Becker. How do I say the first name? Sorry, Erica Grinde, Emmy Bristow, and Carrie Powers.
Good job.
Okay. Any public comment on items not on the agenda? Going on to the consent agenda. Anything that needs to be pulled out?
We approved the consent agenda.
Second. Any further comment? All in favor? Aye. On to action items. Sam Scott.
Yeah. So a few years ago, the legislature added a requirement that roads dedicated for public use on a final plat are not actually considered county roads until the county commissioners approve a resolution adopting the road as a county road. So this is our second year abiding by this new requirement of 7-14-2012D. This year, there were 3 plats that dedicated public roads on them. So we're covering those, as well as one historic subdivision, Van Ostrin subdivision. Steve Knight and Mike Tester and some of their research found out that it was just a little ambiguous of whether or not those roads were public or not. And so John suggested we include that in this resolution to clarify that the roads on Van Ostrin subdivision are also public county roads.
What would happen if we did not adopt the resolution?
That would be a great question. This seems like a pretty strong formality, and just accepting what has already been dedicated on the plat by the landowners and accepted by the.
So a landowner would have to, I mean, how does this work? A landowner comes and says, like, we need to, like, who notifies the county of?
When there's a road dedicated for public use on a plat, that's filed.
Okay.
So through the platting process, that a road is going to be dedicated to the public, and it's approved by all the departments and by you.
So us signing the plat is not
It's
adequate.
not sufficient. This resolution is required as well. So we're just doing it once a year to capture all the roads that have been dedicated in the last year. So.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, I would move that we approve the resolution.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Glad we're compliant. Jackson.
Yes. Good morning, commissioners. Before you is a memorandum of agreement between Montana Cyclocross and Missoula County for the Pan American Cyclocross Championships to be hosted at Missoula County's Big Sky Park this coming weekend. The races would be November 4th and 5th. This agreement builds off a previous commissioner approval for this event received back in August. As mentioned, the races are scheduled for this weekend. Admission is free. There's spectator parking at Big Sky High School and Big Sky Park. It's an internationally significant race series that now has a home here at Big Sky Park, which we're very excited about. And we're working with a great partner in Montana Cyclocross to make this event a reality. We expect hundreds of riders to be there throughout the weekend. And there will be a road closure that we wanted to make note of. A portion of Tower Road will be closed from Spurgeon to Mavericks Lane for race activities. But come out, enjoy the event this weekend, pending consideration and approval of this MOA.
I love how Jackson's like wearing like the proper cyclocross get up, with the flat brim, the hoodies.
That's right. It is Halloween, so I need to dress the part, right?
It's gonna be brisk out there for this, but
Yeah, it's gonna be wet. Was it gonna rain?
is it? Oh, lovely.
I will bring an umbrella. Okay.
Okay, I move that we approve the MOA.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Kaylee Becker. I was like, wait, I was looking for you.
Yeah, I had to bring the agreement. So I like one person. So this item is related to the option agreement that Missoula County entered into with Five Valleys Land Trust to purchase the 160-acre parcel that they currently own up at Marshall Mountain. That agreement was signed by Five Valleys Land Trust and Missoula County a few months ago, I think in August. And this item before you is an amendment to that agreement. And the only two things that it changes in the agreement are the option period. So that is the period of time we have to exercise the option and make it basically a contract to purchase. And then it also extends the closing deadline. So it moves those dates respectively to December 31st, 2023, and I think April 1st, 2024. And that's it.
Oh, it moves them from before it had been in January?
Yeah, before the option period closed in early November and the deadline for closing was January 31st. Yep.
Okay, I move that we approve the amendment to the option agreement.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. Kyla Leonard's. D'Artagnan.
Yes, so the first one is for the Elections Advisory Committee. We've had one vacant student member seat for quite a while. We've had one new applicant. So the motion would be to appoint D'Artagnan Captain as the student representative member to fill the remainder of the vacant term through January 31st, 2025 to the Elections Advisory Committee. I spoke with both Bradley and Josh as the ex officio member on the board, and they both would highly recommend this student member to fill this seat.
Excellent.
D'Artagnan, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
No, but it is a character from the Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers. Okay, but then what are the other?
Raphael, jeez, Michelangelo, Donatello.
Oh, Donatello. Gosh. Okay. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Apologies, D'Artagnan Captain. But I'm very excited that they are going to be on the EC.
I move that we appoint D'Artagnan.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Okay. Zoning, Kyla is still with us with the zoning board of adjustment.
Couple more boards. So this one is Zoning Board of Adjustment. We've had some resignations and some moving of board members. So we have some alternate seat vacancies due to Vanessa Gardner and Connor McMahon resigning. We had two new applicants, Benjamin Yawaki and Jennifer Schultz. So I spoke with Karen and she said that they both bring good backgrounds and some diversity to the board. So she would recommend appointment of both these members for the first and second alternate term. And both those terms are just partial terms through December 31st of 2024.
We have to decide which is first and which is second, or?
Yes, I actually put Benjamin as the first alternate and Jennifer as the second alternate, but you can switch that if you would.
That sounds like an excellent plan. I move that we do that.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Okay, and the last one I have is for Bonner Milltown Community Council. Kaylee Cannon resigned, leaving her regular member seat vacant through May 31st, 2025. And then there's an alternate seat vacancy. We had two new applicants, Jessica Glebke and John Wilkie. So the motion would be to appoint these members to those vacant seats. And then after filling these partial terms, just as a note, they will have to file as a candidate in the special district May election.
So Jessica is already on the Parks and Trails Advisory Board.
Correct, she is, yes.
So I think they'd both be excellent. I wonder if in the spirit of giving folks as much opportunity as possible, we appointed John to the full-on voting member and Jessica as the alternate.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I move that.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. On to correspondence. PHC federal grant application.
Yeah, so this is just a notification for a letter that you signed last week, Commissioners, federally qualified health center that's attached to Missoula County Regional Health Center.
We signed this already.
Needs to apply for its 3-year 330 grant, which is what allows them to provide services to folks who are eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, and also helps to cover the cost of the sliding fee scale for folks who do not have insurance to be able to afford care at Partnership. And so this is just a letter of support for that grant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and Safer Banking Act with Tester and Daines.
Yeah, so this is legislation being co-sponsored by Senators Tester and Daines. This would allow entities which are engaged in the sale of marijuana to use banking systems in the United States. Currently, they are prohibited because it is still a federally prohibited drug. So even in states like Montana, Oregon, California, and others where it has been approved for both recreational and medical use, those entities can't actually use the U.S. banking system. So they have to either find a credit union or a bank that does not cross state lines and is not subject to federal regulation. This legislation that's being put forward by our 2 senators would actually allow those businesses to use the federally regulated banking system.
Glad we can do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks to Allison and crew for writing that.
Yes. Discussion items, events, invitations. 13 minutes. Way to go, everyone.
Okay, thanks.
Great rest of your day.
Thank you.